It is time to take a look at your money here on Good Morning Quad Cities. Every year, investment management firm Conning ranks each of the 50 states based on their fiscal and economic health. The rankings reflect each state's ability to repay its debt, as well as the general health of its economy. But for residents of Illinois and Iowa, the latest report shows a vastly different economic outlook for each of the two states. And of course, joining us is Mark Gravicheski from the Quad Cities Investment Group. Good morning, Mark.
Morning to you. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Cyber Monday. A lot of people are going to be shopping, but you're talking about state rankings. Yep. And what did this report show you?
Well, each of the 50 states is ranked based on a number of different variables. Think of, economic growth, employment growth, the level of taxation, personal income. Obviously, the amount of state debt is an important one, and its relevance is that it conveys a level of durability to withstand the strains of a weakening economy, which many Wall Street analysts are kind of expecting and forecasting next year in 2024. Okay. If we look at this color chart here, we see that the darker the shade of blue, the higher the ranking. Now, as we can see here, in most of the West, we see this darker shade of blue, which again conveys a greater fiscal and economic strength and health. Likewise, throughout most of the South here, we also see this darker shade of blue, with the notable exception of Louisiana, Mississippi. By the way, David, #1 ranked state in the nation, Texas followed closely behind Florida. But then let's take a look at that all-important Midwest, kind of where we live. But in much of the upper Midwest here, we see this lighter shade of blue.
You can hardly see it.
Yeah. That's how light it is, which is not good news because it means a lower ranking. And that lighter shade of blue, again, kind of carries up into the most of the upper Northeast here. I actually kind of feel like Andrew giving the weather here. Andrew, yes. How am I doing?
Yeah. Well, so let's start with Iowa. How did Iowa rank within this?
Oh, out of the 50 states, Iowa ranks a very respectable number 20. Out of its many strengths, it has the 6th lowest level of state debt, the 6th highest tax revenue growth, the 10th lowest average unemployment rate across the nation, the 16th highest personal income growth rate. That said, Iowa does kind of have a couple of notable weaknesses here. Has the 48th lowest pace of economic growth and the 43rd lowest employment growth. But overall, David, a very solid number 20 ranking.
Okay. Now on the Illinois side?
Oh, on the Illinois side, look, we all know Illinois certainly has its share of problems.
Sure.
Out of the 50 states, David, Illinois ranks a fairly dismal number 44. It does kind of have a couple of relative strengths. It has the 11th highest economic growth per capita, which kind of helps measure productivity, 12th highest personal income per capita. But then look at this, David. Things quickly fall off the rails for poor little Illinois here. The 49th highest average unemployment rate, the 48th lowest level of cash reserves, 48th highest state debt, and the 49th lowest population growth. Now, for 9 consecutive years, David, Illinois has had a declining population, and one of the main reasons for that declining population is this continued mass exodus of Illinois residents moving to other states. Actually, last year, an all-time record high, 141,000 Illinois residents literally packed their bags and moved to another state. Only California and New York lost more of their residents to other states than did Illinois last year.
Well, I have a quick follow-up on this.
Sure.
You're talking about cash reserves being the 48th, lowest. We've been, we get press releases that show that, hey, we just put millions of dollars into the rainy day fund. We talk about credit ratings for Illinois going up. This kind of appears to be showing a different perspective of that.
Well, you're right in a sense. Over the last 1 or 2 years, the credit ratings for a lot of states across the United States actually improved. And a lot of it was due to that very generous COVID funding that states used and kind of helped build up their balance sheets and their cash reserves. But based on this latest projection, because of that economic weakness that we're forecasting next year in 2024, a lot of those credit ratings are starting to go down a little bit, including Illinois as well.
Gotcha. All right, Mark, thank you for your expertise on a Monday morning. We'll see you again next week.
Enjoy your week.
You as well. And here's a look at what's coming up on GMA.